Welcome. It's time for Friday Night Marketing. We're gonna rock. We're gonna roll. Rock and roll. Get real and bold. Come on, join the show now. It's about to unfold. Get raw, get real, get results now. We're the latest feel, making waves loud. On this stage, we ignite. Every Friday night, brand new fight. Get real, get results now. We're the latest feel, making waves loud. On this stage, we ignite. Every Friday night, brand new fight. In the spotlight, feel the fever. Every pitch and quest. Dreams are big, get bigger tonight. Push the limits, reach new heights. So grab your seat, don't blink an eye. 'Cause Friday night we'll touch the sky. And now, welcome. It's time for Friday Night Marketing Raw.
No one got to see what was behind the green curtain. No one.
Bada boom, bada bing. Baddest folk in the room. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Kurt. Good to see you. Happy Friday, everybody in Marketing Rawland. We're here on YouTube for the next hour to talk some internet marketing and probably some bullshit. We'll see how it goes.
Bullshit. We don't talk bullshit. We talk straight poop.
Is that what we do? Links on the bottom for anyone that wants to join us on camera or microphone. And microphone, not just camera. That'd be like sign that now.
Mimes. Unless they do know sign language. I know a little bit, and it will get me in trouble.
So, what have you been working on, Kurt?
Oh, good Lord. Games.
We haven't got time. What haven't you been working on?
Taxes. I haven't been working on taxes because those are done. I hate taxes. I really do. I really, really do.
Wow. I do happen to know that Kurt has been niffling away and working on some coding and programming. And I know that because I'm writing the sales copy for the thing that you've written.
That's right. That's right.
So-
Because this is going to be either amazing or just great. It's not going to be average.
Yeah,
Average is too boring for this product.
yeah, might be, but and we see. I think we might upset some people at the same time, which is always a bonus.
Oh yeah.
You know. So yes, yeah, more news of that coming soon. We can't
Soon.
tell you too much, but if you're in Society 11, you're already in the know a little bit. That's all I'm going to say. If you really want to be in the know, you've got to be in the right places to be in the know. Society11.com.
And if you're not there, we really, really want to know why. Why have you decided to sit on the fence all this time, watching us week in, week out, watching the Friday in the morning, because you don't get to see the Wednesdays, and of course the Friday Night Marketing Raw. Why do you come here and just watch when you're not joining in, getting knowledge from peers or even would-be mentors and learning and trying to grow your business?
And here comes the German. It's Volker.
It's Woker.
And a polka.
Whatever you want to say.
Good
Am I
to see
wrong?
you. Glad you're here. Sorry I haven't managed to touch base. The weekend got really mental in the end. So
Yeah, I heard about it too.
yeah, I know. I said to Kurt, did you tell Polka what was going on? He went, yeah, I mentioned. I went, good, that's all right, because at least you'll know why I wasn't there 2 days in the fucking road.
Latest after Stephen posted it's in his group, it was clear that the Brocklehurst family was a little bit busy that weekend.
Yes, in the end. So,
You know, it's amazing they do circle jerks. Who knew?
but I definitely want to talk to you about that email. I know Kurt's talked to you about some traffic stuff too. And yes, we've got lots of interesting things going on. And when I say lots, it really is. We've started talking about one of the traffic method things we've got coming. The stuff that's all behind this, and there's
Here's
I
the thing.
I have to tell something about that, but only when we are off screen.
perfect. Well, that'll be in about.
He's going to slam the coder. That's what he's going to do.
Hello, Mr. Meller.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm
No, it's
better
something
than I
else.
deserve to be.
Ah,
In a mad week.
hopefully good.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Been a bonkers week, but you know what? I'm alive and breathing and still smiling, so it can't be that bad, eh? Kept myself busy too. I've got too many projects on the go as always.
Still
But
haven't managed to do a lot, to be fair. I've started working on a new project, so I'm actually working again, which makes a change. But interspersed with that, I'm spring cleaning stuff. And
see,
that's taken
I
a
get
while.
it because being a creative, you can't just turn it on and off.
No, you can't.
There are certain parts that are just skill and routine and mundane, and you can always do muscle memory and whatever. But the real creative stuff, and of course, then what's happened this week is I had a lot going on as it was. I had sales copy to be writing, and I got in the right frame of mind and started flowing with that. And of course, then my creative heads off, and I'm like, well, I'll get that going over there as well at the same time. Then, so
It's yes, it definitely is a problem. Definitely is a problem.
yeah, but anyway, good to keep busy.
I've been thinking a lot this week about how to deliver courses and things, or specifically, I'm sort of pushing forward to do this Toolbox Plus that I've been talking about for a while, the monthly thing that people can sign up to, and how best to deliver it. And I was mostly thinking, well, actually, what I need is a WordPress site, but I don't want to do it on WordPress. So I've set up a WordPress site, and I'm connecting to Product Dino just to test everything out as a login, and I'm seeing what details I can get from Product Dino, so that I could have an experience where you don't have to log in to the WordPress site, which is the real problem, is that you don't want WordPress handling your customers, and you don't want them to log into your back end, because that's a massive drain on so many things. But let Product Dino handle that, and then to be able to give something to customers where they could perhaps do something on the website, and then that be persistent, so they would have an account, and they could have maybe fill in some forms that they then use regularly to press a button and get information out, or what have you. So that's what my week's been like. But interesting as well.
I love it.
Product Dino have done a couple of little tweaks. I know we've spotted extra things added,
which I actually like a few. I really do.
I've seen a lot in it because I've mostly been playing with their API.
A lot of it's integrations that unless you use the things, you probably wouldn't notice are there. But Kurt was like,
Sure.
you know they got Sendbox? I'm like, no. I've got a Sendbox.
Oh, I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, they have now. Well, they didn't, but they have now.
Not only that, phone number now.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that gets me to thinking they're going to be passing that information using customer placeholder information.
I guess so, yeah.
And then of course, if we come over to global and marketing emails, SendFox.
One thing I do know that they fixed is the transactional emails. If you don't have a domain with an SSL or something like that to connect to the transactional email, that's working now. It used to be erroring out on none, but they've got that working.
I love Postmark app, and it is my go-to for sending transactional emails. The reason being, I can log into Postmark app. Someone says I didn't get my login details. I grab their email and say, "Is this it?" and send it to them.
Right.
Or if they say, "I never got it," charge back, and I can show proof. This person from this IP opened up the email and clicked the link.
Yep.
That's a really good idea, actually. How is it pricing wise if you're dealing with transactions? What sort of...
I purchased 50,000 emails, transactional emails, when they were still on a credit-based system. I think it's $10.
Sure.
Now.
Right. To do 10,000 would be $15 a month, which isn't bad.
No.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, but is there a lower one?
I can't see one. Basic starts at 10K, which is 15 bucks a month. But then transactional emails, who's doing 10,000 transactional emails a month? It's not your autoresponder, is it?
No.
Yeah,
but here's the thing: you could actually utilize transactional emails for a lot of informational purposes, and let me tell you why. Inside of Product Dino, you can turn on the auto upgrade feature where it automatically sends out a transactional email to your customers. You create a product, you add it to your payment thing, and everyone gets an email that they've been upgraded and got that.
Right. Yeah.
Drip is the same way. All your drip, every time it adds something to someone's account,
you get something on it. So there's a
huge advantage for that.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
MailerSend, the sister company from MailerLite, gives you 3,000 free transactional emails per month.
Yep.
Free account. Then you have.
Are you able to
get that same benefit of seeing like
MailChat? I think it's the one who bought the other one. Also 3,000 emails per month. The benefit is it is way, way better than the internal mailer from Product
That is
Dynamo.
true. That is always going to be
That
true.
this-
Yeah.
Because let's face it, even your own SMT is better than the mailer from Product Dynamo. The disadvantage is they keep the record only for 7 days at mailer send, and they had to look at MailJet, so it's not as long as
Right.
Postmark is getting it.
Postmark's 30 days. Yeah.
30 days, yes.
So,
yeah.
I mean, that's a real benefit of having something like Postmark, that you've got
R-
that.
Yeah, because
On
of
day
this,
29, when someone
I'll-
says, "Oh, I haven't got my email, my login details."
exactly, because you can see process opened, so you know that they logged in. You know that they got it. It logs the IP address of the person, and if you
Well, that
scroll
was the
down,
other thing I was
it shows
considering
their
doing.
temporary password too.
Oh, that's nice. As the other thing I was considering doing was adding a log if I was going to run my own website, so that I can see when people have logged in from what IP address and using what information. So that you could, if somebody says, "Oh, I never logged into your account," you've got some information there. And it is crazy that platforms that let you supply products to people don't already do that. That should be a fairly standard thing, because we all have to deal with those sorts of chargebacks.
Business intelligence does show login activities. So
It's not
inside
very
of Product
good.
Dynamo,
I never.
it's
found
not
it was-
very good, but you could actually search for the customer once you understand how to, because
Right.
once you pull up one, if you look up in the actual URL, just put in the emails in the URL at the very top in the browser.
Okay, right. Okay. I'll have to have a look at that, because that might be
It's me being Mr. Workaround, because
that's what we need. That's
just like I find workaround for everything,
Oh, I
even like buyer
see.
traffic stuff like that. Yep.
yeah.
I tell you what's been on my mind for 2 or 3 seconds now.
Has George Wigan given David Kirby his money back yet?
No,
No,
Fucker.
of course he hasn't.
No.
And that was
Has George Wigan given David Kirby his money back yet?
I'm going to have to do another one of those with Rob Rees, aren't you?
yeah. Well, if we do one for every name that's come out in that thread,
Michael Cheney, Rob Rees.
Start the
it
fire.
would, it would be a new feature where the jingle would last 4 minutes.
No, I think we actually need to do Who Has It, George Wickens.
Yeah. So I think we'll just keep it as it is for now.
Who hasn't been? Sorry.
So, do you know, I haven't seen much come out this week. Or in fact, in the last 2 weeks, it was like, and do you remember when Dan and Richie last launched? I'm trying to get everything was on at the same time. And then you have
When they were last launching, they launched on just that 1 week where everything was, and they did it the launch before that as well, didn't they? The
We've
same
had-
problem.
last week and this week, there's been nothing that I've seen out in sort of the typical areas that's even worth mumbling about.
I am genuinely struggling to find anything that I would be interested in promoting. And not only that, but part of my next product is prompts to write emails. And I can't even test them out with stuff that I want to, because I want to test them out by sending emails out. I can't, because there's nothing that I want to send emails out for. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I did the other day? A 32-day email sequence.
Wow.
You know how
Was there
boring
was
that
there a-
was?
behind it? Was it, well, I'm going to do 32 days and this is a particular sort of ebb and flow? Or was it just I need to get as much out as possible?
Number one, it's for a certain product. and it needs to have constant contact, not plugging that software whatsoever. It's too expensive
Sure.
for what it does.
Mhm.
But yeah, I need to have constant communication with who these emails are going to be going to.
Right, right.
Andy's laughing.
No, sorry. I've just seen that we don't want to. That's all right. We'll be after that anyway. On the 27th, there's a new product called Traffics.ai from our good friend Billy Darr.
Oh dear.
And when we say friend, we mean twat. We don't
Cunt.
really like it very much.
Sorry,
Um,
did I say cunt? I am so
But
sorry.
what made me laugh was I clicked on the JV page and it loads up, and this is the headline: promote the world's first. Whenever they say that, I know the next thing out their mouth is going to be bullshit, and it is 400 in one. Yes, 400 in one. Free buy a traffic app and win up to $3,000.
Nice,
Wow, 401. Michael Chaney had a problem with George Wickens as well, didn't he?
Yep.
$10,000 worth.
Did you
Okay.
see his next product's called Millionaire Whistleblower?
Well, here's the thing: is he the millionaire, or is he blowing the whistle on the millionaire?
I have no idea.
And I don't
No
think
idea.
George Wickens is a millionaire, because if he was, I'm sure, I am absolutely positively sure, some people in the black and white checkered outfits would become knocking on his door.
Well, you don't
Again.
get to be a millionaire by paying money back. That's sort of clearly what we're learning from that.
Okay, it launches in 2 days, and in the JV doc it says sales page preview will be added still. So
Yeah.
I like the one by Christy Childs above it, Sassy Candles Pod, which I'm guessing is print on delivery.
maybe.
Which I'm like, how do you print a candle?
So okay,
Or print on demand.
I can tell from the JV document a couple of things. So on the front end, you apparently get the world's first 400 in one free buy a traffic app. I don't know where the free part is.
Free buyer traffic.
Yeah,
So they buy something for free?
I don't know. So upsell one, and this maybe gives us a bit of a clue to what else is behind this. Upsell one, Traffic's Unlimited Edition 147. Create unlimited podcasts with no usage restriction. So this so-called 400 in one big part of it is clearly you put up automated podcasts and advertise shit in them.
Yeah. But presumably nobody's actually going to be interested in, because you're not paying any.
Upsell 2 is the done for you setup. Oh, it's okay. It really is. I'm going to share my screen. I'm not making up how bad this is. I don't have to. I'm not over egging this for comedic effect or anything. Right? This is so shit. Upsell 2 is Traffic's DFY setup.
Setup.
They're helping you set up the setup. In this upgrade, our team sets up the software for your customers. So it needs setting up. It's not just a magic. Then there's an autopilot edition for another. Your customers will be able to activate all the automation teams within Onyx. What's Onyx?
What's Onyx?
Well, Onyx is a bonus.
On-
If you go down
Onyx-
to the bonus section, Onyx is one of the bonuses.
Okay. Upsell 4.
Along with Aura, Viper, Zest, Magic, Omega, View to Profit, Charm, Prime, Delta, Genius, Astonish, Drex, Coin, Hero, Venus, Onyx, Ace, Leo, Vadaya, AI Genie, Flex, and Nexus. Did
So
I say any words
basically-
that actually exist?
All of the last products they've released are now bonuses other people can give away. So you might as well just wait for
Yeah.
this one for a bonus as well.
What did you go to the demo on the Traffic AI doc? Click on the demo, which just takes you right back here, because there is no.
Yeah, I was going to say,
demo.
does it work? It never does. It always just circles
There's no
back.
demo. Demo. I want a
There is no
demo.
demo. There is no sales page preview. There is just what's in it for the JV. Which, okay, I get that's
But
part of the JV page's job. Part of it.
But they know that's all they need in order to get stuff
Yeah. But
going,
you
don't they?
can't actually get. You can get your link from Warrior Plus if you want. It's not even been approved yet. There's 32 products in the funnel.
Is that all?
Bloody hell.
That's a challenge. They're dropping the glove on us. We need to do 33.
Can't do
Many
it.
more products. Cool.
That's probably not beginner, but definitely not at least intermediate. So if
It's
not
almost
a
Andrew Darius.
Yossi funnel, yeah. So it's not Andrew Darius. No.
I said almost. I didn't say
Just
it was.
think of the amount of work is put into it, just adding all those products into the funnel.
Yeah. And every one of them just come shit.
I bet he's just copied another product funnel, hasn't he? And then
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the exact same
That's
product
all
over and over
that's-
again.
That's all he's going to do.
Well, we know that Sapphire and then another one before it, there were 3 that are the same thing. All of them
Basically
are
the same
the
thing,
world's
yeah.
first thing. This one's a slightly different angle, but it's a 401 traffic solution, but they don't tell us what those 401 things are.
No, of course not.
Which
Maybe
I would have
400 is all the traffic you'll ever get. That's it. You send out
Maybe.
one thing, you get 400, and then that's it.
Well, as with all Billy Dar products, you get what you deserve if you buy it.
Sassy Candles pod actually looks a little bit interesting. It's print on demand for candles, basically. Basically you're printing the label, or you're getting somebody to print the label and then they're drop shipping it. But you know,
Gotcha.
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. And that's the sort of thing that people will buy on Etsy. So yeah, why not?
Let's have a look. I'll bring it up. So
I haven't seen a sales page yet. It's a sales page preview.
let's see if we can get to it.
See, the sales page is the thing I think will let this down more than anything else.
It literally is candles in a jar sticking a label on them.
Yep.
Smells like winning.
Drop shipping it as well. So obviously they're going to tell you the place that they go to get it printed out.
That's not good. That doesn't go anywhere. I mean, this page is horrible. It's all
It is, isn't it?
text. There's no formatting to this at all. It's like really
Yeah.
hard on the out. Oh, sales page preview.
Their sales page preview is no better.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is like good idea.
Hello,
executed.
Tom.
Hi.
Really, we let Tom in good.
This is where you need one of those tools that will bypass the sales page and take you straight to the thing, so that you can rewrite the sales page and
Mission bypass.
yeah, that kind of thing.
Affiliate bridge pages.
This sales page, I mean, no one's going to read. This is going to convert like shit. And it's a shame because behind this is a relatively good idea.
It
And
is,
with-
yeah.
With the right sales pitch and angle, this could be a 500 plus unit launch on Warrior Plus,
Yeah.
front end units, and then with whatever.
Definitely.
But as it stands, I mean, that is just like. So, Chrissy, if you're watching, Join Society 11 will give you a hand. I don't know.
Yeah, we are not. We're
This
not
could be
slagging
much
your
better.
website at all. We want to be helpful.
This
I've
could
just
be
jumped
much
on.
better than it is.
I've
Yeah,
just jumped on because I've heard you talking about this, and I've been looking at doing this myself for a niche, and I think
Is that your
it's
radio?
going to be a really good product. So, but as you say, the sales page is shit. So
It was
Yeah.
Volker. I muted him.
But are you going to get it just to have a look through and see what you might be able to use for your clients, your potential clients?
No, because I know what I'm doing. But I just
Fair
don't know whether it's worth the effort.
I think
might
it would
get it.
be.
I
If you
might
can
get
get a
it.
right angle for it, I think it would be.
Andy,
can't-
there's that centered text that you love so much.
I don't like anything about this sales page.
What
No,
about the
it's-
text?
It's hard. Well, the problem is I'm not reading it
It's got to read it.
because your eyes have got to do
It blends
this.
into the yeah.
I don't want to have a seizure. Thanks very much. And I'm looking at how they've used graphics, and it's like just. I mean, some of this might appeal to the Etsy crowd, but the overall this such a
It
shame.
wouldn't appeal nearly as much as the sorts of pages that people like Debbie Drum and Amy Harrop
Right.
put out because
Becky
they
Lynch.
know what they're
I mean,
doing,
I've
you know.
got to ask what this is built in because ClickFunnels.
really. That's surprising.
Fucking hell, I didn't know it was possible to do a page that bad in ClickFunnels. Sorry, but
I just had to make the
one
page
funnel
bigger.
away.
holy shit.
I thought about contacting her because I've got my print on demand mug course. I could do something with her, and I've been researching that candle niche a lot with ChatGPT and costing it out and everything, and I found a supplier and everything else. So I just
You
You know,
think
you
it's a
can
solid
mental-
niche?
I've just sent her a friend request on Facebook. So
Okay.
What she's done here is go to ClickFunnels. She's got her own domain, but she's used the webinar registration template instead of a sales page template.
Presumably because it's the one that's got the video in.
Yeah. But what they're meant to have is video headline, video, maybe a bit of text button.
And
End of
the
story.
join now. Yeah, the sign up thing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there is well, yeah. So it works like this. You make a mock-up and list it on Etsy. When the customer buys, you order go to the company. Easy peasy. And let's watch the video. No one's going to want to. Just tell them. I mean, give them the video as evidence. But here's one from my
The
shop.
videos, there's 16 minutes worth of videos on those two videos alone.
Packaging to this is really I'm trying to read the text just to go, is the copy even any good? And it's hurting my eyes.
It's not.
No, that is the short, but it isn't
So
very good.
Want to sell a candle that practically sells itself? Start with what sells everything: emotion. You know that blockbuster movie you watched when you didn't want to leave your seat, not even to refill your popcorn. Yeah, that one where you laughed, cried, and maybe whispered, "OM gosh, same," under your breath.
OM
kind of
gosh, everyone says that.
Gosh,
don't they?
same. Yeah, that's kind of the emotional reaction.
she is a
sells
Christian.
things.
I checked her Facebook. She is a Christian. She's got like
That's no excuse. There are plenty of Christians who
It's
sell.
just OMG. Just
OMG is
OMG.
fine. You can interpret it, and then it can be whatever you want it to be. So you can make it something that doesn't offend you. That's the beauty of using it.
yeah.
True.
Don't try and imply that everyone thinks that way, because the moment someone goes, "What the fuck," in their head, you've taken their thought off reading the copy,
Yeah.
and you're going to lose them.
It doesn't draw attention properly.
Right. I'm just gonna
Would you
find-
say that those candles are classified as drop shipping?
Yes.
If you can get anyone to drop ship them, then it's drop shipping. Yeah.
You can pretty
Okay,
much
so
drop anything. You can
that's
print
not
print
allowed on
anything.
Etsy. That's not allowed on Etsy. If you try it on Etsy, they will shut down your store.
No, it isn't.
If you try it again, they will ban you.
If
for
you
life.
declare it on Etsy, you are allowed to do that. Honestly,
A lot of people do. A lot of people do.
if you declare that it's made by another company, you're allowed to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
But you have to. It's really. Well, you have to do it for every individual lister. You can't just bulk upload, so it's a bit of a pain.
Okay, I see.
I asked AI what it thought of this sales copy, and it went, "What sales copy?" So
I couldn't
Shane.
see it for the candles.
I genuinely, when you said, "Oh, this candle idea," and I was like, "Yeah, that is a good idea. That would sell."
I mean, it's a great idea, I think.
Oh yeah, and that is a sort of thing that you could sell easily a few hundred units, but off that page, it's going to be 3 sales. If it'd be, and one of them will be a nat.
Mhm.
So it's a shame. Just that
It is
little
a shame.
bit
'Cause it's a
you come all
solid
that
idea.
way. You've done the product. You've got all the hard work
Yes.
fucking done.
yeah.
Then why then do you go? Because she can obviously do nice design work. Her candles look all right.
Mhm.
4 candles. Candles are 4.
Candles. Yeah.
Well-
Smells like winning just smells like bullshit to me. But
Here's the thing. A lot of people think if I build it, they will come.
That's true.
The
But
problem
it's also-
is they build it and it looks like crap, and people look at it and go, I don't want to buy that.
It's better to have something out there than nothing, though, isn't it? It's better to have a buy button.
Yeah,
better have
absolutely.
something out.
Hats off to her.
Sure. But once
But,
you've
you
got
know,
the buy button out there, then you can start going, okay, well, why aren't people
Oh,
buying
yeah,
this
I
in the
mean-
numbers that I want them to? Yeah.
Yeah. The point is, if you've got
I think what Kurt's saying
Oh.
is right, that people build stuff, but then they think that's the end game, and it isn't. That's like the start of the process.
note, this information is not endorsed or affiliated to Etsy in any way. This is my own personal knowledge of what is working now in 2022 online. That is a sentence from a sales copy.
Bloody
Oh.
hell.
This is PLR.
It might be. Yeah, you're right. Might be right.
But it's also just sling it up and hope.
I
rather
bet
than-
you it's PLR.
you've
She has got a PLR store, which I just looked at somewhere.
Niffler does it again.
Yeah,
Does
Right.
her PLR store look better or worse?
I'm dropping the link in the chat if you want to have a look.
Oh yeah, go on then. We might
Have
as
a
well finish absolutely destroying this boss.
Well, this is on Shopify, so I got it here.
It's
So I'll,
constructive criticism, though, isn't it?
well, it's
Rather than
education for
discourse.
everyone watching at the same time.
to be fair, this doesn't look half as bad, and it's got some
Oh,
nice.
I didn't know that was there, but
Right. Yeah. So the minute I went off screen, the Big Daddy spin wheel came here. Big Daddy 30% discount. Why? How do you know I'm fat?
Yeah, right. So we ditch that. So you've got.
Hey,
so
right
there's-
there,
It's already for
$17
Oh,
PLR.
oh. There's a thing at the top. If you click on the thing at the top, I thought it had brought up a pop-up, but that's the actual page.
sorry, I searched candles to find what she was selling. So that
It's
that's
right
not
there.
That's not the front page.
Oh, well, let me
Yeah,
just do
that's the
this.
search thing. This is the front page. Here.
All right. Yeah, she's an Etsy reseller.
Hmm
She's buying Etsy PLR and reselling it.
Okay, but like this stuff looks all right.
Yeah.
Let's see one of the listings. Why has there been absolutely no effort made? And on the Warrior thing,
Oh, I hate this.
yeah, it's still better than what she's got on Warrior Plus.
Well,
True.
yeah, this looks decent. I just hate the way this Shopify works because I'm
Yeah.
scrolling down on this side and it's
Yeah,
scrolling down
I
over
know.
here.
I'm not a Shopify fan, either as a user
And-
or a customer or anything. I just don't like.
I've got to say, after building a couple of websites.
Yeah. Because probably you have to dump down everything you're offering on Warrior Plus.
Let's see if she has any touch me. Yep, sure does. Guess baby's food.
So has she got any of this stuff listed on Etsy as well?
I'm sure all I have to do is.
Name
Oh,
and that
this
sort
is
of
an
thing.
actual blog post, which
Gas Baby's food. What is Gas Baby's food? Do you get a diaper or what? And have to
No,
have to,
no. It comes off the bib. Whatever's on the bib, You got to guess what the baby's food.
It could be a scratch and sniff product, I think.
Yeah. Biohazard. Pure biohazard.
Yeah, this product was inspired by John Waters.
Which product?
No idea, Kurt. But I have an explanation because people think you're fat.
I'm not fat. Look at those guns. I'm not fat.
You have been literally casted as Mom in Dr. Detroit 2, The Wrath of Mom.
Hey, I'm Dr. Detroit now. No, just kidding. Hey, at least I'm not Professor Clump.
Yeah, definitely.
I see
Definitely.
Sean Donahue's
But-
launching on the 5th of May.
Sean who?
The
He's alive?
Sean Donahue. The 4 candles formula.
Really?
Day trading.
Well, I think we found a
Oh.
theme. That's for the
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, the upsell to Gritty Trials PLR pack.
You got to look to see what Craig Crawford's coming up next because he's the one that's led all the Bible
What's it going to be?
stuff.
Dead Parrot Masterclass?
Could be. Could be.
Only if-
Arr.
Only if the first chapter is Norwegian Blue.
See, you have to say Dead Parrot at that point because nobody else knows any
Yeah.
other two Ronnie sketches, which is a shame. But
I know a few two Ronnie sketches, but not.
I expected you would, but most people don't.
Yeah.
At
I
all.
know.
Yeah,
I-
they were
yeah.
never. They're not on YouTube. Only snippets on social media.
I think Fast Rugby's a blurs on there somewhere.
they never made it into German TV, so I'm
That's because
sorry.
the Germans haven't got any sense of humour, though, isn't it? I mean,
Oh,
what would
hell
we
no.
do?
No sense of humor and they hoard their money. Then take a lot of drugs.
At least we can afford them.
Mine's only $2,000 a month.
Ah.
Not even my habit.
Yeah, I know. Just go and milk the sacklers.
I'll be over soon. Anyway,
So I'm still looking down this list, and I still can't see a single thing that I'd be interested in promoting. at all.
maybe something next week. Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Do you like traffic products?
Oh, have you got something coming out?
No, I'm just asking. Just curious.
You know,
Yeah, we haven't really mentioned it or even hinted, so no one's got a clue. We've been very subtle about it.
we know that you're working on something. We don't know what you're working on or when you're going to actually
Yeah.
produce
Well,
anything for.
You know, we may have found the true buyer traffic source.
Ooh,
Is it
is
free?
that like Source of the Night? Or is that?
Buyer traffic source.
Are you going to do what Dan and Rich have been doing? Are you going to dress up like Livingston and
No,
what's his name? No, okay.
I was going to say
No.
Harl and Lardy, but
we are too
Laurel and
old.
Lardy. No, that won't work either.
We are both too old to dress
Cagney
up
and Lacey.
and do homoerotic fucking crap.
Oh God.
That would be shocking, wouldn't it? And we
I-
should do.
We are
something.
absolutely
I can
the
see that.
odd couple, though. I could be dressed up as a priest.
We could
What I
do.
do-
We actually, I mean, not on this traffic one because I want it to be, but we could do on another launch. We could do a sort of a Cagney and Lacey, or just a something where it was
Yeah.
almost ridiculous to put us in those roles. But it would work.
Starsky and Hutch, and I want to see Andy slide over the car.
Or
That's
Starsky
Bo and
and
Luke
Lacey.
Duke. That's Bo and
Yeah.
Luke Duke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's Bo and Daisy.
it's my superpower.
But he likes white Jeeps. He likes white Jeeps.
Better than
Oh
Batman
man,
Super Barry. He's just got-
and that's okay. I'm looking for my. Who'd we say? What was it? Oh, we were talking about someone was going to be the new Pope. P Diddy. That's it. Pope Daddy.
Yeah, I actually I was annoyed. I've got betting accounts with some the places I've got accounts with aren't taking bets on the Pope. I want to place a bet on who the next Pope will be because I reckon I've got a pretty good idea.
I think that nowadays they have to have some sort of reality TV show about it. Although this is that time when everybody in the Vatican gets really worried about smoking in case somebody gets the wrong idea.
Well, I think it'll be Donald Trump. No one knows more about poping than me.
It may be J.D. Vance because he is Catholic, recently turned.
Well,
so
come on,
probably eligible.
Joe Biden. He's about the right age.
No, he's even told for a pope he's not going to be eligible. It stops at 80.
He's Catholic too, and
yes,
you know he sniffs children's hair already, so it's okay. Just saying.
Yeah, but if I would have said the answer, I would have had in mind that the YouTube channel is going to be shut down. But,
well, that's why we got about 13 minutes, and then you could say whatever.
Yeah,
you want.
But isn't it time for a new S11 conspiracy theory? I mean, we have already proven that Australia doesn't exist. But J.D. Vance's murder spree, he's visiting the Pope dies. He's visiting India, a terrorist attack happens. So probably the guy's really dangerous.
Wow.
I think the question that
People
we all
are trying
want
to
to
kill
know,
him.
though, is has George Wickens given the Pope his money back?
Too late.
I don't believe so. And now
he didn't get it in there in time, so it's got to go to the coffers because they got to rebuild the wall.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe the Pope should have visited George Wickens to get his money back, and then it would have solved everyone's problem.
I tell you what, I always sort of find amusement in the nuts things that humans do. This is where humanity is right now. The Pope's laying in state. People are going to go and see it, and they had to put security guards on to stop people taking selfies. I mean, you know, open casket. Yeah, it's me and the fucking Pope. Look.
I heard someone tried to hug him. They were trying to hug him.
That's a difference between. I think my internet. Oh no, it's back. That's
we hear you.
That's the difference between the Pope and Lenin, because in Russia you can make the selfie, but you have to pay 1,500 rubles for it. So missed opportunity, I would say.
I just call you. You can get me in. And out of trouble, too, at the same time. I know Volker. You know Volker? Shit. You're okay. Do what you want. We know. Of course, we have to call you by your real name, Jason Bourne.
I've changed that a few years ago, so I have another real name.
Oh, no. You still got the photo, Jason.
I remember when the Bourne films were coming out, and I got one of them before it was out in this country, and it was an obvious bootleg DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Is when you read the cover, the badly translated thing, it was Matt Damon is Jason Bootney.
Probably the Chinese subtitles also would have given you a hand.
Yeah. Jason Bootney, the Bootney ultimatum. Doesn't quite work.
Yeah, and the Bootney incident is probably something rather embarrassing.
So, okay then, this isn't marketing related, but fuck it, it's what everyone in the world's talking about at the moment. Anyone who's not seen Black Mirror yet? Has anyone not watched the?
I still haven't seen it.
I haven't, but I'm not that interested in it. I watched like season 1, and I'm like,
I've watched it. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Tom?
I need to start from the beginning.
Really good. I thought the third episode was a bit garbage, but but yeah, really good. Definitely.
That was my least favorite episode. My favorite episodes are probably the second one, the Bet Noir one, and the one that does a call back to the Tuckersoft stuff. The Thronglets or
the Star Trek one, kind of.
And that one is a nice cap off follow on to the previous thing, and they've left it open for another one, and they're talking about possibly turning it into something. So there's a lot of opportunities coming, but I liked what they've done with it. I enjoyed all of them, but the third one was probably the weakest of the lot for me this time. But there were no terrible.
Sit down and watch them from episode 1, season 1, because I haven't seen any of them at all. But
I haven't been back for a while, but I was reminded the other day when someone did a post about what they think of the best Black season, and they mentioned a couple, and I went, "Oh, I haven't watched that one for a while," and that is really good. Is it White Bear?
I'm finding it the time to do it now. It seems because I'm not watching a lot of television anymore. I used to have it on all the time, and now I'm doing.
And that's the kind of thing you can't just have in the background and half pay attention.
Yeah, you need to watch it. I think that's why I haven't watched it. I mean, I took a whole day out to watch the recent Daredevil season because I knew I wanted to watch it. You can't do that when there's 6 seasons of something and they're all like,
No, it is a bit like that. But with Black Mirror, you could just jump. I mean, I would recommend you've seen the other USS thingy one, and that you've maybe at least seen Bandersnatch, even if you haven't done lots of interaction with Bandersnatch, even if you just watch it through and let it pick the choices and see roughly where the story goes.
I've not watched that. I've not watched that Choose Your Own Adventure one yet.
It is so good. The first time I watched
that is the only one I've seen because I was interested in the interactivity bit. So
I didn't know when it first came out. It said Black Mirror Bandersnatch. I went, great, stuck it on, sat back. I didn't realise it was interactive. So when the first thing came up, I went, oh, they're doing it like someone's playing a game, and then it made the choice for me, and I was like, that's a bit of an odd thing, bit meta, but we'll see where it goes. And it wasn't until a good way through that I was like, oh, it is an actual fucking choice. So I went, well, I'm going to let it play through now on all its own choices.
Sure.
And then I'll go back and start messing about. And I probably did.
That's
spend
episode 1 that I remember. It's just going back and forth, and I'm like, I just want to kick back and watch a movie. I don't want to produce a movie.
I think. Although Netflix have been trying to do this for a while, and they now have Netflix games which you can sign into using your thing, and you iOS or Android games, and there's some rather good games in there.
They've got Street Fighter 2 on there, so I've downloaded them.
They've got the game that I loved on the iPad was what was it called? Something Mountain. But it's a little sort of
Brokeback Mountain.
No, or was it something Valley? Monument Valley, that's what it was called. But it's a little sort of puzzle game with an isometric thing, a bit like an Escher painting. And you have to navigate your character around this Escher painting. It's a great idea. But those are all on Netflix now.
Well, the other day on Steam, the Stanley Parable Ultimate Edition came up at half price at last.
Really?
Because I played the original, and I knew the Ultimate was a whole other thing, and it really is. I've only scratched the surface already, but there's so much new content and other stuff in there, and I just love when people play with the idea of reality completely.
Since buying this,
I want to play this video game.
So many games on Good Old Games because I can load a lot of them onto this and play it.
Yeah.
She's a England's top kickboxer. Ditcheva, Dakota Ditcheva. Not bad looking either.
Well, you can get the UFC franchise on the PlayStation.
Have you, talking of Good Old Games, have you seen the stuff that they're doing now with preserving old games?
In what way?
So there's a whole section of the Good Old Games website now, which is just dedicated to preserving old titles, and they make sure they keep them up to date and running on latest equipment.
Modern equipment.
Yeah, so there's things like Sam and Max Hit the Road, you know, a game from the
So stuff
early
that
90s.
Rob should be
I
doing
want to
videos
play
on.
that again. Where's this? On what site? Where do I have to go?
Good Old Games, GOG.com. So
Sam and Max Hit the Road was honestly one of my favourite point-and-click adventures of all time.
I
And
did go on a bit of a sort of download spree with some of the old games. So I've got all the Leisure Suit Larry things, Sam and Max, Day of the Tentacle,
Leisure Suit
Maniac Mansion.
Larry. Good
so
grief.
do you say there's a section on here where they put all of the older stuff?
If you go to store and then browse all games, then on the top left-hand side there's a little checkbox that says Good Old Games.
Ah, right, let's do that.
And then there's a bunch of them. They're really doing some good stuff in there. Monkey Island's in there. The Ultimate
Monkey
Game.
Island was a great. I never completed Monkey Island. My dad did. He loved it.
I completed all of them.
bit
I
tired of it.
absolutely adore the game, but I like the Discworld games. They're all the same sort of thing.
Oh my god!
but
Sam
I
and Max
really
Hit the Road for $4.99 if it'll play on modern
Yes.
hardware.
Yes.
Oh, they got a Mac version too. Oh, round winner.
So
I'm
if you go,
definitely buying
there is
that.
a page. I'll put the link directly in chat if I can find it. There's a page that tells you all about what they're doing with the preservation program, and it's worth taking a quick look at when you have a few minutes.
I'm going to copy that and put it on the public chat comments.
It's Mr. Bradley.
Hello, Mr. Bradley.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
Somewhere else? You...
No, so this is just me playing with the... I updated my MacBook, and now whenever I connect to anything with a camera, I get offered different backgrounds right on the Mac to put into it.
Jesus,
Your
that's pretty
background's
good.
good enough as it is, though.
Oh, of course it is, but it's just a new thing. I'm a kid in a candy shop. I want to try something different.
That's why I got a green screen.
Oh, no green screen needed.
You don't need a green screen with the new
Pretty
stuff.
good. Look,
It's pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as
It's obvious that it's
real
not
life.
real, right?
But it's
I move
it's
about.
better than some of the camera stuff that I've seen from Logitech and Nvidia and things. They tend to be the people behind a lot of those things.
And I can just so you can all see, still here in the office. Nothing different to do with my life. Still busy. Still working away.
Oh, good.
So there we go. Anyway, something different. How is everybody? Sorry, I'm late.
Tired.
Yeah,
Tired.
all right. Tired, yeah, and it's been a mad week, but all right.
Oh, this week has been insane. Absolutely
Now,
insane.
why is there's nothing worth promoting at the moment. For 2 weeks now, we were saying earlier, there's been fuck all. Yeah, you can bet when you bring your next launch out, there'll be 60 things out. And when Steve
Guaranteed.
In a month's time, people will have cottoned onto the. I think what happens is people go, "There's nothing out. I'll make a product," and it takes them a while to make the product. And by the time they've made the product, then everyone's put something out. But
You know, I've been getting up. Usually, I get hit up probably 3 or 4 times a day from someone to promote their launch. And with the exception of our friend Mr. Dar, I haven't had anybody in my inbox in about a week. Like there's just nothing happening anywhere.
there isn't anything happening.
Well,
No.
just keep in mind,
We had a
Andrew,
look at Billy's sales page. Well, not even sales page, JV earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Shit,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
you
watched
could
the
have
demo
guessed that.
video too. That wasn't there.
it wasn't there.
It
Yeah.
It wasn't there. We watched a video that wasn't there. Great.
Yeah.
Sounds like
It
you
was-
guys have got a riveting session.
It
Didn't
wasn't there
listen to
again today. Thank fuck for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I mean, so we were originally going to launch. So we had a launch date. Then obviously it changed with the Beaver thing that we talked about last week, and then I sort of moved it again. And I've just had to put it off for the time being because we're just so busy with other stuff. It's like
I mean, that's good. It's not.
It's
you
a
know,
good problem
if
to
you
have.
don't have to launch and there's plenty of other stuff going, that's a good thing. That's
It's
a
good,
place
but
to
it's
be.
bad at the same time because what we're trying to do is build our customer base, and
Sure, of
what we're
course.
busy with is high ticket for other people. So money wise
Right.
and business wise, we're busy.
It's fine, but
but
yeah.
my list is also slowly dying. Right.
Ah.
So I do need to get something going. But
So is mine now because I haven't been able to find anything to mail to them for 2 fucking weeks.
yes.
Value posts, value emails, people.
It's gonna have to
value
be soon. Yeah,
emails.
yeah.
You can always send them to my landing page. I have a new one.
Okay.
There's always the 5-minute product on Gumroad.
I could put something out and then very quickly put something together. But
Yeah. So to those that are watching on YouTube tonight, who are shortly not going to be, if you take nothing else away from tonight, buy our shit. Thanks very much.
Have a nice day.
They've got